Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is snowing out here. Snow. I'm not freaking happy about this because I still got to go to work. I still got to go to work, and I am absolutely 100% late today. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? All these people crossing the street, I guess they say they're not waiting for the shuttle no more. I guess they say they are not waiting for the shuttle anymore. So, what's on my mind? I'm trying to get into the zone of happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. So, yesterday, y'all, I was really wrestling with this whole, how can I say? I don't want to disrespect anybody's group. But I guess I was like really in shock. Like, there are groups out here that really show their hatred towards women. And at first I was like, you know what? I'm going to just take this video down. I'm not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. But then I thought about it. I did a video pertaining towards the covenant and of marriage. And I didn't come for these folks. They came for me. So I'm going to leave that video up. And I don't care who feelings are hurt. But anywho, I just thought about this group. They talk about that the courts is setting up. This is to protect ourselves. I could understand if man gathered together and said we're not going to go through courts for this particular thing. We're going to do this traditionally in our families. You know what I mean? Like, I could understand if you're trying to not be in the system a part of that, like when it comes to marriage. Like you have yourself a pastor, you may get married at grandma's house or somewhere, and they witness off of it, and that's that. Not being a part of this whole system thing, because in God's, it doesn't matter how you get married. Once you do it, God is going to stamp that. But in the law of the land, that's the way it's done. It's through court. But it just surprised the dickens out of me how sensitive men have become. Like, and I'm not gonna say men, not all men are like that. My definition of men, they're not like that. They're not like that. And I meant it before when I said it, that type of group, men going for it without women, it's antichrist. And I don't have time to be arguing with men about that. It's very antichrist. There's no way of getting around that. It's selfish. I figure like this: if this is the way that these type of men are rocking, then I would say this to women who are still eligible for marriage: stay away from these dudes. I say that women need to go back to teaching youngins to be virgins before you get married. Save yourself for your husband. Do not compress. Do not yield in to any of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. Like, a man, the Bible says if a man don't work, he don't eat, right? So if you're not working hard, if you're not putting in work to look for a wife, then you're not going to find one. So all I can say to women is don't make it so easy for these men to feel like they can dog you any type of way. I was looking at some of these posts, and it was just beyond. Like, I still can't get over that one post, and the guy said, why would anybody trust somebody who bleeds 7 days a week and don't die? I'm like, if that don't sound like Satan, I don't know who it sounds like. Then I had all of these people that just started out of all of the videos, and I told my cousin, out of all of the videos that I've ever done, this was the most attacked video, and I'm getting it from men. But then when I go on their pages, because I usually do that before I block them, these are people who just made up channels with only one subscribe, or I'm like, what are these, demons? So they band together. Honestly, it was really frightening to see this. I mean, looking at how big this little group has become, kind of remind me in a way of like KKK, but instead of y'all hanging black people, y'all hanging women. Like y'all hate women. Like it's just a hatred towards women. Somebody said, it's not about that, it's about us protecting ourselves. How? We just don't want to deal with women. Okay. Jesus never had a wife. Jesus said that this marriage thing may not apply to those because there are eunuchs, like people out there who castrate themselves. And for some of you who don't understand what castrate is, when you cut your balls off, your piece, your sexual piece. What's up with this? Are you people not making it up the hill? Oh Lord, the police are blocking. Y'all, it's snowing out here. These type of dudes, this type of group, I realize I can't even. Some people are so stuck in their ways. It's like telling a man, stop beating on your wife, and he continues on beating the brakes out of her until she's dead, and he goes before God and he's judged because of that. Those type of dudes right there, you make it get to like maybe one or two, whatever, but they already made up their minds. They've already hardened their hearts. So ain't no point in me saying, no, y'all go ahead with your little group, but don't come over here, because marriage is still honored. A covenant is still honored. A husband and a wife. There is an attack on marriage, y'all. We got so many groups right now that's going against man in his natural way, woman in her natural way, that is ridiculous. That even MagTown, or whatever the freak you want to call these fools, they're going against the whole covenant of marriage. Why have marriage, man? You don't need a woman, man. We can all stick together and drink and have cigars, and if you ever get tired, then just get yourself a hooker. Who thinks like that? Oh, they do. They do. The fool. We're just doing this to protect ourselves. Okay, well, the way I look at it like this. Let me speak to the women. Since we got men that's supposed to be talking to men, but I can't call them that, but okay. Born men that's speaking to them. Let me talk to the women. Let's have a deep conversation. Something has happened along the way that women, we have lost our place in our own households. It's true. Men have jumped ship. But women, you have jumped ship too. Some of y'all, and I'm not going to say all of y'all, but you give it up so daggone easy that Slim not even putting in no work. So it's time to go back to the virtuous woman. If you don't know what that is, you need to look that up in the Bible and be like her. Stop giving it up to these dudes, man. Like, really, stop having sex with these men. Stop. Stop, and stop. Save yourself for the kingdom of God until God sends you a God-fearing man that's going to be your husband and the head of his household. Let these dudes, they want to band together and be like men going without women. Let them go. Honestly, I think we should have an island for these dudes. I also think we should have an island for, men that like men too. Y'all should have your own island. We should have an island for the husband and the wife. The ones who want that, keep that covenant. And let's see which island gonna grab. Man, it's just like that old serpent and came back and whispered in these dudes' ears like, yeah, hate her. I could see, like, when the man said, who would trust a woman who bleeds 7 days out of a week and still lives? Yeah, I hate women. Like, they banding together like a bunch of ninnies just dogging women. It is so shocking to me, the time that we live in. It is shocking to me. That is honestly, if you're not strong enough, you'll be depressed. So women, all I gotta say is this: save yourselves. Save yourselves for a righteous man. The ones that say, we hate you, don't deal with them. Don't deal with them. The ones who say, I'm an alpha male, don't deal with them. The ones who say, I'm a player, don't deal with them. Okay. Keep your oils, keep your lamps filled with oil, you ladies. From this day forward, don't give yourself to no man who is not worthy. He ain't even mentioning marriage. He been around you for 10 years. You been cooking and all this other stuff. He don't even care for it. That man will drag you right to hell because fornicating is a sin. You got to give up this man for God, like, for real. Like, look, you cool and all, but I love Jesus more than I love you. So deuces, you got to give him the deuces. These dudes think this way. I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead and fall off that cliff. This is for us. Okay, well, for me and my household, we will praise the Lord. That's what we gonna do. I don't want to hear any excuses either. Like, one guy, he was like, forget that. And I could tell, like, this guy looked like he was Chinese or something. And he was talking about, no, that's what it stands for. It stands for men going without women. And I'm like, this dude been hurt a couple of times. He had a girlfriend that broke his heart. And then all of a sudden, he just categorized all the women in the world to be like devils. The reason why man fell in the first daggone place, okay, if Adam didn't go on a rampage blaming Eve all daggone day, why are you sitting up here bickering when you could go out here and pick? Oh, but you chose a wife who did you wrong. But instead of you just being like, you know what, Lord, I'm going to pray for my wife and I'm going to move forward. Oh, that's too simple. It's too righteous. It's too right. Instead, all you got to do is attack women. Like, this is nuts to me. This is nuts to me. We don't even want to get married. I mean, it's like God is... It's like God gives you a gift and you refuse it. You ain't got... I mean, if you ain't got to go for it, you ain't got to look for it, you ain't got to have it, but you want everybody else not to have it either. That's why y'all created this group. Again, I was minding my business doing a video talking about the covenant of marriage. That some goon, a Decepticon, posted something in my feed that said MGTW whatever. And I'm like, what's that stand for? I didn't know what that was until one of my subscribers broke it down and told me, I said, what is this? So I had to look it up. So you try to stamp that on my channel. And at first I was like, you know what? After posting that video, These dudes right here, there's just wickedness on Mount High. I don't want to touch it. But the truth got to be told, though. Somebody got to tell the truth. Somebody got to be brave enough to tell the truth, right? I said it and I said it before. Men laying with men is an abomination and they're going to hell. Women laying with women is an abomination and they're going to hell. People who's married a second, third, fourth, fifth time, it's adultery and you're going to hell. You want to be a thief, you stealing out there and you ain't repent or gave up the goods, you're going to hell. And you who teach men not to be with women, in these days men should be lovers of themselves, you going to hell. You think you gonna walk through the pearly gates with you and your mirrors? That's what you think. I can see you right now making us see, God, you know, this woman that you told me to pick, they really wasn't worth it, oh really? How can y'all even... Y'all got the nerve, the galls, man. You pushing this agenda. I remember when I was in this rap group called the DC Rap Divas. I mean, we rapping like crazy. We out there talk about, I mean, when you listen to our lyrics, we talk about killing people. Killing people. And I'm all listening to this shit like, oh, this shit crank. I'm going up the steps and the Lord spoke to me so clearly and said, Mona, which side are you on? I said, why are we rapping like this? We women, we never killed anybody. We are promoting hatred. When I was in the group, I was supposed to be like the so-called seductive one in the group. I'm promoting sex here. And the Lord said, Mona, what side are you on? I got convicted and I said, and then I'm going to tell you something too. My brother died. My brother died. And I remember I had one verse, these street raised from D.C., something, what I say, the bullet went straight through his chest, something, whatever. They said it was a homicide. I prefer a big mess and blame it on the streets raised from the dish track. Do you know after I said that, my daggone brother died? He got shot the same way I described this man being shot in my lyric. The bullet went straight through his chest. Went merged straight through his vest. They said it was a homicide. I prefer a big mess. Like, what was I thinking? I was promoting violence. Every time somebody listens to them lyrics, man, they jumping up and down and them demons are partying to it. And my brother died. A homicide. So people got to pick and choose, like, which side are you on? You cannot serve two masters because you either going to love one or you going to hate the other. And that's what good and evil. You either going to love this evil or you going to hate the good, or love the good and hate the evil. It's a sad time we are living in, but it's a glorious time to be alive in this time to witness that all of these things the Lord said that this is going to happen. It's going to be the days of Noah. We ain't even got there yet. I mean, we already here like the Lord coming back, the Lord coming back. People are like, shut up. What you talking about? We got deception all over the place. We got so many daggone groups. It's ridiculous. But these groups are anti-Christ and they are against man and wife, husband and wife. If you don't even know that, the devil got a hit for you that he's sending groups your way. And you going to be a part of that and profess that you believe in God and believe in Jesus Christ? And the Pharisees came to the Lord and was like, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for any and every cause? That's what they were doing. Yeah, we're going to put these in. And so this group right here is the same way. We just, man, forget these women. We just going to do us, you know. With them, but we ain't going to commit. That's what we're going to do. And anybody that goes against us, we're going to put them down. Like I saw one video, and the guy, he took the video of the woman, and he kind of tried to dissect her. Here come another woman. I already know he probably going to grab my video. And I mean this. You sound like a bunch of ninnies. A bunch of ninnies. What man would tell another man don't get a wife? A man who loves misery. Now, God says a man who finds a good wife finds a good thing. You say, man say, you go get a wife, that's a bad thing. Who does that sound like? That sound like the devil to me. But to you, no, it's just logic. But God said. But you gonna override God, right? But then again, the one who wrote me that booklet, you're an atheist. So you want to debate with me, and like I said in my sorry, y'all, my phone running hot. That's Apple for you. You're going to try to tell me I'm an atheist and this is what I think. I'm like, you're stupid because you think you came from rocks. So it's nothing you can teach me. Okay, forgive me. Forgive me. I don't mean to be cruel. I don't mean to say it like it is. You know, Mona, I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself not being so blunt. You know, I got to be sensitive to these type of humans, you know. I got to be sensitive. You know, I got to be I really do got to be Christ-like. I can't be just like, you know, laughing at people who... I got to be more sensitive. I got to bring my sensitive side out. Because I do see there's something about it. Everybody's... do you not know that the statistics are that 50% of marriages end up in divorce? And the one guy, the so-called guy who's supposed to know scripture, he said like 50% of them it's like I'm gonna have to you know, little did they know. And God is gonna hold that accountable, but you still gotta pray for your wife. You still gotta pray for your wife. It's like these women out here, man, my husband did me wrong and I don't like men no more. So the first thing they do is they go and cut their hair off and say, I'm a man now. Girl, if you don't get it together, you are a woman. You need to go back to the beginning. Repent, because what you're doing is a sin. You can never be a man. And I told y'all before, Mona's not a feminist. I am not a feminist. I'm not, but I'm going to tell you how it is. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Mona, you can't say that. That hurts people's feelings. It's going to hurt their feelings when they go to hell. I like how that one pastor said, y'all come up with an excuse for a divorce, talk about my husband beat me, he did this, he did that, and you go and try to remarry another one. He said, if you don't get back where you came from, God gonna beat you even worse. Meaning hell. These aren't men, these are males, because that's on their birth certificate. Exactly. And I don't know what I'm trying to tell you. This is the work of the devil. Men going their own way. We're it's like, I don't, You met women going our own way. We were made from man. Like, what the heck is that supposed to mean? It's bad enough that you don't even really see men in the households these days. Women don't respect men like they used. I'm not going to sit up here and just say, oh, men, but come on, y'all. Take your place. Take your position, man. Don't yield. God has instilled something in you. I know I'm taking my position. You want me to do what? No, I'm a woman. I can't do that. Oh, you can't be like that. We're gender friendly. I'm a woman. I'm not designed for that. I will pull a woman card on you real freaking quick. I'm not designed. I don't, that's not in my DNA. No. You want me to do what? I think not. But no, like it's a sad time we living in. Like, these dudes, man. When I was reading these comments, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I wrestled all night long. I said, Lord, they really got a group out here, men going their own way. Well, what does that mean? To me, I'm men going their own way is like you're doing your own thing without God. Because it does not make sense for women going their own way. Own way from what? Own way for what? Look, I'm not going to sit here and play the proud woman. We women, shoot. We are women made from man. So women can't have babies on their own. Are you crazy? Men can't either. That's why I said in these days, they're going to say good is evil and evil is good. The natural way that men are supposed to be naturally with women, they'll do the unnaturally thing, like being with men. Oh, I can't say that, though. Because if I say that, that hurts his feelings because he's laying with a man. Okay. The alpha males. All we do is just have sex with men. Don't you understand that fornicators, those who defile the body, sleeping around with people who are not your wife or your husband? Who was it? Was it Paul that said it's better to be married than to burn? Who was it, y'all? So you're saying I'm going to do me and you gave God the deuces. That's what you're saying. Y'all got some goals, man. The first thing towards wisdom is number one, you better fear your maker, and it's God. God will not be mocked. He will not be mocked. Your body is a temple, man. You out here laying with different people. That's why y'all battling some of the spiritual things y'all battling with now. I had one young lady, she asked me for a sanitary napkin. A pad. And so I went ahead and I'm like, okay, I looked at my car and I gave her one. Then a couple of days, like, maybe she'd forgot. And I'm like, she young. She could be like one of my niece's age or something. Then a couple of days ago, she was like, do you have another one? And I, went through my purse and put it in the envelope and gave it to her. Didn't ask no questions, like, hey, it is what it is. But then she was like, it's because I'm on this new birth control and I'm bleeding, because birth control. And I want to say so bad, honey, you just need to practice celibacy, no sex at all. And that's going to just get rid of that issue right there. Repent. You don't know the woman in the well. That's not natural. That's not natural. But people don't even know when you're being attacked. Your bodies are being attacked. You sitting up here laying with a woman who think that if I do what he tells me to do, if I cater to him, if I cook, if I clean, if I buy him these things, if I'm near in his ear, then one day I'm sure he'll propose to me. The whole time you're giving this woman false hope. God is gonna hold you accountable for that. Because you are a man. You are a man. You don't just lead somebody astray. That's like an adult leading a child astray. Don't sit up there and say, well, she grown enough, but you are a man. Regardless if you sitting up here dating or married to this woman, you're leading. You are the head of that. You misleading this woman. That's why I tell you women, take it back in the day. Celibacy. Don't give up nothing. You better hold on to your cookies like they're the last jewels on this earth. These dudes are so defiled out here, man. They just a ball of walking diseases, man. They talking, you can see the disease. Just say, hey, out their mouth. No. One night of passion can have you burning in hell. One night of passion. Nobody want to listen to that, though. Well, all we saying is that, you know, I saw a guy's comment. He said, I'm 36 years old. I got my own house. I take care of my own place, and I play my games, and I go to work and stuff. Got my own money. And if I ever get lonely, all I got to do is call an escort service. What? You nasty son of a... Ugh. What woman gonna respect you because where you put your tool at? Gross. You think because you got a house, you got all of this? That's what you serve. You serve those materialistic things. Did you not see that? What was it? What's the place that just got burned to smithereens? And I don't mean to say it like that, but Malibu? These people lost their homes in a matter of seconds, and here you are still harvesting. I got a house. I got this, and I don't need a woman in my house. All right, demon. Okay, we get it. You were born in this world by yourself, and I got news for you. When you leave, you go out by yourself, and you will be judged on your own acts, your own heart. God is going to judge that. God is going to judge that. Y'all, I'm in traffic. God is going to judge it. Y'all don't fear God. Like, I fear God too much. That's the reason why I dare not test the waters. Shoot, because I know the minute I try to go over, there's going to be a nice fat shark waiting for me. Y'all play Russian roulette with the daggone gun loaded in every single barrel. Every single barrel. Well, Mona, it's just a new thing. It's just a new thing. Okay. All right. Like I said, in this day, you better cling on to Jesus. You better get you a Bible. Get you a sword. So you can start slinging these demons out here. I had women tell me, Mona, you can go and devil get behind me because this is not scripture. This is not what the Lord is saying. You cannot sit up here and tell me that God is not real. We are living in the times, man. We are living in the times. And you, like my cousin said, that one lady said, I know that people fall, but this is not the time to be messing up right now. I got to get my act together. I ain't been to church in a couple of Sundays. I need to be in church. Praying. I got issues I got to deal with. But I'm going to tell you one thing it's not going to be. And I already told y'all before, it won't be adultery, no. And I'm not going to compress the word. I'm not going to hold it back. Especially for somebody who really needs to hear it. Because there's a man out there that's following this foolishness. But I tell you right now, pick up your own cross and walk. Don't follow another man off a cliff. Have your own household. Rule over your own household. Have your own wife and your own children. Ask God to show you how to get a godly woman that's after God's heart. But you need to understand this. The minute you do say I do, you will have these demons be like, dang, let's go get them. Now maybe we can send this woman his way to kind of cut the marriage off. Because the enemy already knows, like, man, do you know if they have this child, if they do this together, they're going to be powerful and end up sending us to hell. So come on now, we gotta come up with a way to stop this. All right, I know. What we can do is, the enemy is always trying to send somebody your husband's way. We can send a next door neighbor over there while his wife is at work. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Go ahead and put something in the next door neighbor's ear. You got to understand what you're up against. This is what we'll do. Everything is a test, man. Everything is a test, and it's all on how you pass it. If you fold in and become so stone-hearted because of what your wife has done to you, what your husband has done to you, what your friend has done, when your neighbor has trespassed against you and you haven't forgave them, how's God going to forgive you? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive those who trespass against us. So we're asking God to forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us. I never thought I'll be able to see it in this day and time that China dealing with an issue right now. Your boys can't find no girls to marry, huh? But y'all thought it was cool by killing off your freaking babies, though, because they weren't girls. I want a son. Everyone want a son, so they killed their girls off. In India, they had this one lady. She had 9 girls. And you know what she did? She put a cloth on their face and said, it's my baby. I should have a right to kill him. I said, that's the first time I really wanted to hurt somebody. And this was an old lady. I said, well, if I could just get her by her hair. And I had to, Lord, forgive me for them thoughts. Good morning. But that's what she did. She killed 9 of her babies. And guess what? India got a huge shortage. They can't seem to find women for their sons, young daughters to get married. Now the ones that are left, they picking and choosing. No, I don't want to marry him. No, I don't want to marry this person. Nope. Huge epidemic. And I told you that I looked at this documentary, and the man had to go to a town over. He had to save it 3 years, so he had enough money to pay off the lady's family to get himself a wife. This dude, y'all, gonna post this video. I gotta find this video and post it. This dude was cheesing like I would never forget the smile on that dude's face. He said, I got me a wife. He said to other men, they still looking for a wife, but I got me a wife. Ain't no stupid dude gonna follow something like that, knowing he got a wife to keep him warm and comfort him. Shoot, there's still righteous women out here. You better choose wisely. You better choose to stop going after her because she look cute on the outside, but the way she talk is ghetto, no class whatsoever, and you wonder why she don't cook a daggone meal. Well, you with her, you might as well just show her how to cook. Too late now. Stay away from these dudes that be sitting up here trying to teach other dudes. God is good in the morning. It's a beautiful day. Well, over here, it's beautiful. But that's good. But like I was saying, stay away from these dudes that's wolves. Wolves in sheep clothing. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Any women out there that's still eligible to be out here dating, don't have sex with them. Hold off until you get married. I know that's not the norm, but it should have been the norm. It used to be the norm. It used to be the norm when marriages, they really stuck together for a long time. It's okay to go to the movies and have some popcorn and stuff. You don't need to oh, before you go home, top it off with some champagne and drinks and stuff. It can be clean fine. Because I'm going to tell you something. The minute you start drinking and stuff, feeling a little loose, and oh, he's smelling good, and you know, just happened. Now you're dealing with issues. Go back to that day when it's just like, okay, it's been a great day. Need to return to the new norm. Exactly. Exactly. Saving yourself until you get married. Saving yourself until you get married. I don't care if you got to go out and shop for a nice fat rock to put on your finger. You're not taking it off until the man puts a rock on your finger, until you walk down the aisle, until y'all say, I do, and then in the bed. I'm going to tell you something. I was in shock yesterday because I saw a commercial, and it was a little black teenage boy. He looked like he probably maybe 12 or 13. I wouldn't even say he was a teenager. And he was telling this guy, like, I really like this girl, but I don't know how to approach her. And the guy was, I don't know if y'all seen the commercial, the white guy, he in the tub, and he's like, oh, so young. Whatever you do, just don't forget your life jacket. It was a Trojan commercial. A Trojan commercial. They don't tell these youngins what come along when you have sex, the spiritual realm that comes along with it. And not a Trojan condom or any condom can hold back them entities going back and forth and being passed through temple to temple. You know? Yeah, my nose is so stuffy right now. I'm serious, y'all. New norm for the women. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't even read that because I'm driving. New norm right now, y'all. New norm. And make sure you pass this. If you older than some of the young women you know, let them know. Don't give it up. Go back to holding on to you, even if they're not virgins anymore. Just go back to not doing anything until you're freaking married. And if the guy sitting over here, nobody's gonna marry you, trust and believe me, it's gonna be a man that's gonna come. But you gotta be willing to hold off from that. You got to be willing to hold off from that. And I'm going to tell you something. The devil do not want us to discuss that about young women and young men and women, old and young, being celibate before they get married. He doesn't want us to discuss that. He really wants to distract that. But for real, I say this because you can't be playing no games right now. The Lord is coming back anytime. You cannot be on your back when he comes back. Laying with a man that's not your husband when he comes back. You can't. You can't get lost up in giving it a disease that's hard to get rid of because you thought like, oh, he looked like he was clean. No, you can't do that. Y'all got to go back to what it was meant for, what the purpose was for. See, man, a man will put on work for something that he's just like, it's so rare that he can't get. And like the Lord said, a man who finds a wife, he finds a good thing and obtain favor from God. So any man that's out there that still has his eyes and his heart for God, he's going to do what God has instructed him to do. He's going to look for a godly wife. Not an out there woman, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing for women too. Nobody wants a man that been passed all around the world. You like, look, I know you have been a player, but you gonna need to go get tested before we get married. Nobody wants that. Y'all need to know that your temples are you just can't, y'all. You just can't. But that's what I would say right now. My suggestion for women, that's right, hitting the books in the gym. I remember when I was in high school, I was a cheerleader. We was a competition squad. You had to have a 3.0 or higher. You couldn't, anything under that, you wasn't on the squad. You couldn't be in no boy's face. You crazy? And we had great mentors. Great mentors. You know, but it's so many things that have been exposed to our children, like this social media mess. Like, who you think teaching these young boys that it's okay to dog a woman and not commit? It's men like this in this group. Or teaching these young girls like, you look better as a boy than a girl. Come on now, like the enemy got it so much out for our children right now. He's going after their unborn children. Exactly, but the thing about it is like it's so many women and men who've been burnt because it's like, excuse me, y'all. It's like they're making it out to be the new norm now. I'm trying to tell you, all of these attacks from these groups that's being made, from them pushing this agenda on our children to have sex at a young age, even from the simple fact that these horrible mothers are castrating their sons so they can be quote unquote little girls, that they're giving them pills to stunt their growth, and these boys will never be able to have children because of their mothers doing. This is nothing but the enemy that's attacking the family. He is attacking the family. He has been on an attack since Adam and Eve. He was attacking them. He attacked Cain. He whispered something in Cain's ear so he could do that to his brother Abel. He's been on the prowl. He's been on the prowl to attack. So my thing is, like, you just gotta understand, like, we are like the body of Christ is under attack, but mankind is under attack by the devil. He's taking them out by the boatloads, man. People are going straight to hell, and some of them just like, so they say so until they get there. But I say that, like, teaching young girls celibate. Be celibate. Men going their own way, that's cool. Because women going back to bottom line and not get married, and they're not having sex until they get married. Oh man, you can't. Why not? Why not? Don't give up jack. Don't give up no cookies, ice creams, cakes, pies, nothing. Don't give up anything. Until you find yourself a righteous man, until a righteous man finds you. Every date y'all go on, don't give up nothing. No. That's right. That's right. Nothing is new under the sun. But yeah, you gotta go back to that. Oh, okay. Don't give up jack. Nothing. Oh, you want to go on a date? Okay, yeah, the movies would be great. If you feel like you going to be vulnerable, invite your mama. My mom, if you don't mind, my mom's going to come too. Is that okay? Like, you got to go back. And if the man give you the deuces, he wasn't the one anyway. He was not the one anyway. You gotta put in work, man. Like, you gotta put in work. Like, these dudes been giving it so, they've been giving it so easy. It's ridiculous. They have been, I can go up here and get it from Monique. Oh, go ahead and get it from them. But one thing, you can't get it from them though. See, that's another standard of a woman, of a lady. Well, you're not just gonna waltz up in and be like, okay, I took you on 520 dates, so what's up? Oh, ain't nothing up. What's going on? Well, I just feel like it's time. Oh no, I'm sorry. I already told you from the get go. I'm saving myself for my husband. You don't look like him. You're not him. Blink, blink. And listen how they talk about other women. Yeah, you know, I was sleeping. I slept with a girl last night. See, they want to be so straightforward now, because that's the new thing with these new dudes. Never lie, tell the truth. Yeah, I sleep around. I'm just not ready for a commitment. Okay, well, I'm ready. I'm looking for a husband. I'm waiting for my husband to find me. So you ain't the one. Don't even give him no time. Don't even give him no time. You already told me what I mean to you. Why am I going to give you time? We wasting time here. And you know, those who are old enough, over 30, time is of the essence. You ain't got time to be sitting up here dating somebody for 8 years and he's still not ready to make a commitment. No. Men want to, you know, I could... What, James, what does that mean? Please, I don't understand what you're saying. Good, November 23rd, 4-year anniversary. Happy anniversary. Nobody told me when I was a little girl, and I'm 37. I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot of things my mother didn't tell me. And I wish she did. Congratulations on that anniversary. What in the... This guy coming from the wrong way. Excuse me, hold on. Alright, y'all. This guy, we on the daggone highway. He coming down the wrong way. Yeah, nobody told me either. This thing is serious. It's like they got these crew could be the Sullivan crew. The First U.S. Women crew. Recruiting young and old all over. We shall save our bodies. What is that in the middle of the street? Jesus. That's gonna mess somebody's car up. But no, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. I pray you guys have so many years to come. So y'all just nicely old and wrinkled and gray. Happy anniversary. I love to hear that type stuff. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all spread the good news that Jesus is coming. Get your house in order, and celibacy is the way to be. Celibate. Teach these youngins. And wherever you are in life right now, don't give up jack. Don't give up nothing. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. I'm about to pull into work.